Hello. I'm making this video today because I thought it was about time that I started a new video for the IMP, the Intensive Mysticism program, where I would talk a bit about the program. And since right now we've got a few spaces open for some of the students, we would like to see if there's anyone that might be interested in participating. So the IMP is a program. It's the Intensive Mysticism program, which is a one-on-one program of work. You could call it a mentorship between myself and the people participating. So it's not a course exactly like Magic for Mystics is, and it's also not something that's done in a class environment. It's a personal program of interaction that is usually done mostly by email, but it can also be through video and that sort of thing, depending on what a person wants. And it's all crafted to the necessities of the participant, not specifically what they say they want to learn necessarily, though that's always taken into account, but more a question of what can be taught. So the key is that it's work towards self-transformation. And the idea is that if you have trouble with being able to either know what to do in terms of spiritual practice, or if you have an idea what you think you should be doing, but you have trouble building up the discipline or coordinating or knowing what to do in what order, how to set yourself up. And after that, maybe some of you have experience in certain practices and it's taken you to a certain point, and then suddenly you're not quite sure where to go next. So IMP is specifically made for that sort of thing, to create a system that replaces the old, guru in a mountain cave something sort of system where a person would be having to go and be physically with a teacher. Here, you can do the same thing while staying in the world, which is actually more effective, and working on some exercises, some practices for your growth and transformation, while still being able to craft it around your life. This work in the IMP involves two elements. It's got the theoretical side, there'll be study, and there's the practical side, there are exercises. It's not a program where you just get sort of spoon-fed some information and then are expected to repeat it, or there's a test, or there are grades or something like that. It's not about that. But there are works that you are given to study, some of which are spiritual classics, and some of which are completely original material of the IMP, that is, teachings that are framed around the IMP program. And you are given exercises, but no two IMP students are given the same work. Instead, everything crafted around what each individual student needs. So it's different in that sense from Magic for Mystics, which has 15 course units and everybody gets the same 15 course units. But the IMP program is made so that you tell me first what your background is, we decide from there what you should start with, and maybe you explore a number of different avenues of practices or study and see from all of these what it is that will be fruitful for you to pursue in the longer term. This is an ongoing program. It doesn't have a specific stop date, though it does have certain phases. And it incorporates anything else that we do in the mystery school usually. I mean, most of you who are familiar with me know that the majority of what I teach completely, freely and openly in Facebook, in the school Yahoo group, on the web page, and in the YouTube videos like the Tarot series and the Hafiz series, among others. But there's also the Magic for Mystics course, and anybody who takes the IMP can take the Magic for Mystics units as part of the IMP if that's what they're interested in. And in fact, the IMP can then serve as a mentorship program for ongoing study in Western occultism after that, Western spiritual practice. But if you're not interested, for example, in Western magic, but what you want to study is meditation and techniques of meditation, then the IMP is something that can be crafted towards that. And we work with a number of different backgrounds and systems that will be what is necessary for you to be able to break open. You know, it might not always be what you think you want, right? Because there may be a lot of things to experiment. So in the IMP, part of it, even though it ultimately comes always down to the decision mutually of both the teacher and the teacher is going to suggest things that you might never have thought of or heard of, and that you might not be sure about, but that you might be willing to try. The new material that's in the IMP includes a number of teachings that are particular to the different stages of the IMP as a process of spiritual work. And it also includes some exercises that have been modernized from some ancient practices. Now, if any of this sounds interesting, I would urge that you get in touch with me and contact me about the possibility of starting the IMP program, either by sending me a message here on YouTube or by contacting me on Facebook. Either way, I'll be sure to get back to you. The IMP program is an ongoing month-by-month program, but it's one that you can put as much into it or as little into it as you want. I mean, obviously, if you're going to be joining this program and if you're going to be, you know, giving the donation that is asked every month, I hope that you're going to put the most into it and make me do a lot of work, you know. But it is crafted so that if at times you have a busier situation, you have less work that you can do, then you can direct the IMP around that. And at other times when you want something to be more intensive, then you can do that too. There's no reason not to participate in the IMP because, you know, you have a lot of other things going on, and you can craft it. The lessons, the work, and the practices will be crafted according to your needs of time as well. The donation for the IMP program is $100 a month, and if you find yourself in a situation where you can't afford that much, but you're really interested in the program, then please get in touch with me anyways, because we might be able to work something out. There's only a limited number of positions that I can offer because there's only so much attention I can give. And at this time, we're looking for a certain number of people. But it won't necessarily be first come, first serve, because before anyone joins, I'm going to find out what it is that they really want and whether the program is for them. But if you're interested, I'd suggest that you get in touch with me sooner rather than later, because it could be, you never know, that it gets too full again, and then I might have to tell you to wait a while. So that's everything for today. I hope that you've kept enjoying all of my videos, the Hafiz and the tarot videos. And please, if you like what I teach here, feel free to add me as a Facebook friend. I won't turn anyone down. And to look into the Mystery Schools group on Facebook as well, where we have a lot of interesting conversations. See you soon.